21 months old. 21 months old. That's how long, or that's how old Chimamanda Adichie's son Nkano had to live on this earth before a routine medical visit to a high-end Lagos hospital turned into tragedy. 21 months. Sad. Nightmare. If you've lost a child, a sibling, a parent, a loved one, you will know how this feels. It hits different. It's easier said than done. Can read all the Bible passages, can go for all the therapy, can go for all the counseling, can go for all the preaching, can go for all the healing. It's hard. Sad. Now, if such a renowned world author at this moment cannot get accountability for the death of her son, internationally known and recognized, if she's struggling to get accountability for the death of her son, what hope does the average Nigerian have? Put it to you. What hope? As large, as big, as massive? Chimamanda Adichie is not just a regular person. She's a brand. Highest of the highest. One of the most brilliant Africans that have ever existed. So if she's struggling to get accountability for the death of her son, what about you and I? What about the barrow pusher? What about the teacher in school? What about the undergraduate in universities? You went to university, or you went to college, or you went to Teachers Training Institute, or you went to a polytechnic. Remember what your health center looks like. Just bed and paracetamol. That's all. You know how many students die in school hospitals? Internal bleeding, physical bleeding? What happens? No one is held accountable. The school continues. The vice chancellor comes and tells stories. The parents come and take his dead body and go and bury him. And they tell you it's the will of God. God gives, God takes. Take heart. So God is a God of destruction. God is a God of negligence. No, not my God. Serve a living God. God is a God that holds us accountable. God is a God that can forgive us, yes. But He holds us accountable. That is why even the Bible says the wages of sin is death. It might not be physical death, as some might argue, but it's still eternal death. There are consequences for every action and reaction. Today, unlike so many people, I'm not coming here to talk about what Euracare Hospital did wrong or what Chimamanda Adichie is accusing them of or their response. No, I wasn't there, not a witness. I'm just going to give the context of what happened. What I'm going to talk about today is the system that enables such things to happen. I'm not talking about one incident. No, that's why Raging Hot Mic is different. I always go deep to the roots of the reason why this sort of events happen, so it doesn't repeat itself. We can all talk about this from morning till night. Yes, but what is the system? The system keeps failing us. The system is designed to fail us. It's designed to collapse. Good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are watching from. If you like my content, smack the like button, follow, subscribe, and share. Chimamanda Adichie is accusing Euracare Hospital of administering an excessive dose of propofol on her son, Nkano. Yeah, excessive. Overdose. That's what she claimed killed him. Now she's also accusing them of not monitoring him while sedated, which is a form of criminal negligence. Yes. Can't sedate someone and give them injection and then go on vacation or travel, go to the village. You have to monitor them, because there are some steps you have to follow when they are not responsive or when they are responsive. You don't just give them injection and then go and start sleeping. No, which Nigerians do. In as much as they've signed a form that anything can happen, you still have to monitor them. If she has her facts, if she has the evidence, it's a big case, extremely big case. That's not even medical malpractice. That's criminal malpractice. When you mean criminal malpractice, that means you can go to jail. It's not going to be a civil case. It's criminal. Not only will your license be revoked, the hospital will be made to pay a lot of money, or some cases shut down, but you will still go to jail. That's why it's criminal. Then she's accusing them of total breakdown in standard medical safety protocol, that the anesthesiologist casually switched off Nkano's oxygen while moving him to the ICU. I don't know. That's hysterical. If this is a fact, I don't know what he was thinking of or what he was thinking about. I don't know, because that micro minute or microsecond is extremely important. You don't switch. It's like, no, this is somebody struggling to be alive. He sedated them. Do you understand? Sedated them to be calm, and you still switch off oxygen. It's bad. If that is the truth, if that is facts, we are not there. Let's watch it play out. It's still a developing story. Then this is a part that is worrying, and this is the part I'm going to cover today. An anesthesiologist is being accused of having a prior history of overdosing 2 other kids or 2 children. 2. This is the 3rd one. If he had that history, why was he still working at the hospital? The hospital didn't know. They don't do background check. Why wasn't his license revoked? Why wasn't his license suspended? Is there something he's not doing right he doesn't know? They don't have training for further training? What's really happening? He doesn't know he's playing human lives? This is terrible. If that is the case, if he has 2, then it's a situation. The hospital, Euracare Hospital, claims that they followed internationally accepted medical standards, and they claim she has no case. It's going to be a very massive legal battle. But if it brings out the best in our medical system or in our health system, I welcome it. Although it's sad that a young boy, a little boy, 21 months old, is dead, never to be alive again. She will never see him. I don't pray for any parent to bury their children. I don't pray for that. I don't. When you have a child of your own, you will understand how painful it destroys people. The point is that many Nigerians believe paying premium at private hospitals guarantees safety. This particular event has shown that is illusion. Yes, it's illusion. It's not practical. Because this is where I have a problem. Yes, healthcare is expensive. It's expensive in even America, US. It's expensive everywhere. If you look at the charges, the amount these private hospitals charge Nigerians, you ask yourself, are they operating in another continent? It's massive. But it's not the same with what is charged in outside world. It's close. In Europe or in America, it's close. But the problem I have with when they charge this money or this excessive charging is they don't now render you international standard. They render you local Nigerian standard. So you can't charge these individuals international money, massive money, which they always ask for deposit before they start. But you give them local service. And when they ask, you tell them that they can go to another hospital because you feel you have the monopoly. Because you feel there's no regulation. The department that is supposed to regulate you guys will just collect maybe money from the back, bribe, and then give you a pass, and you continue. Or the person that owns the hospital knows one senator or knows one governor or knows some people or is a politician himself. This is the problem. They're not held accountable. Because first of all, let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Even restaurants, even shops, convenience shops. I mean convenience, where you buy food, like shops where you buy cigarettes, gas stations, they have insurance. Restaurants have insurance covering the restaurant in case someone falls. Yeah, they pay. They have lawyers on standby for such cases. So they have that is why I don't know about another country, but I know in Europe, also in America, that is why when there's a robbery, they tell you, don't let them take it. Let them just go. Don't get involved. Don't get shot. They take it and they go. You call 911. 911 documents what you're saying. At the end of the documentation, you use whatever the police documents to give to insurance. Insurance gives you back so many of the money stolen. Although the more robbery you have in your shop or whatever, the more your insurance goes up. But that gives you a peace of mind that you are safe inside there. So why does these hospitals not have insurance? Why? Because if they have, they won't be dragging all these things. Why? And you don't blame Nigerians for going to these private hospitals. It's easier said than done. Because if you go to the government hospitals, you see, in my last episode, I criticized the government. We are saving oil money, no more fuel subsidy. We are saving money, yet you take the money to govern us. And you don't fund healthcare. Now let's go to the statistics. You know I love statistics. Imagine Hot Mike, we deal with statistics. We don't deal with emotional issues. We don't deal with sentimental issues. I give it to you. I give you the numbers. In Nigeria, only 5% of our total budget is spent on healthcare. The health sector gobs only 5% of our budget. Only 5. How do you want to improve? This is despite the Abuja, April 2021, Abuja Declaration, where all the African heads of state gathered together and vowed and signed that they will be devoting 15% of their budget for healthcare. That's what they signed. The paper is there. Abuja Declaration. Do you understand? April 2021, during the COVID, they all gave it. COVID made them to all surrender. Oh, we are ready. If we make it 100, I will give 50%. But look at our budget. How much for presidential yacht? We are busy constructing Lagos, Kaduna, Lagos, Ibadan road. I'm not saying road construction is not important. Don't get me wrong. No, it's important. It is. But it's not as important as healthcare. We don't have hospitals. You're talking about coastal roads. You've not done the local roads. Don't done Biniore road. Don't done Warri road. Don't done the local road. You are going from Lagos all the way to Maiduguri. There's something in it that we don't know. Then when you come on Arise Television, they're asking the Honorable Minister, how much is it going to cost? He's saying that he doesn't give a number. But if he doesn't know how much is going to be the total, how did he get the funding? Remember, when you go to bank, these guys went to banks to get the funding. So what did you tell them you need? How much? If you don't know the funding, you can't start a project when you don't know the funding. So the Honorable Minister doesn't know the funding. They're all busy building airports. Every state has airports. Ekiti State has cargo airports. Ebonyi State has airports. Every state has airports. How many people fly? How much is flights? 300,000, 400,000. How many civil servants? Those states are mostly civil servants. So what are you building airport for? They've never used those airports. Go to Ebonyi. It's closed down, shut down. They've built it. They've spent billions. But no healthcare. The hospitals are not working. The general hospitals are not working. They're not working. They only have Panadol. In the US, they allocate 17 to 18% of their budget for health. That is why it's working. Even at that, it's still expensive. 17, Nigeria awards 5%. Out of that 5%, then go chop plenty inside. Then go collect a gunji, they go collect this person, minister, go before you go get to the top, to the down, the money don't finish. Money is gone. Who goes to general hospital these days? Who? Tell me. Your neighbor will be laughing at you. You'll be like, say you won't die. There was something I read in the newspaper that they switch off generator when they were having operation. So you cannot go around to check who's having operation. And so that somebody died. They will tell you that God gives, God takes. God has taken. No, not my God. Not my Jesus. God forbid bad sin. My God is not like that. No, that's negligence. That's man. That's not God. Let's not call God into this thing. Nigeria roughly has 3.8 doctors per 10,000 people. 3.8. Oh, like 4 doctors for 10,000 people. You won't kill the doctor? You won't kill him? You know, go hear word. Oh, you go kill him now. Kill him. 3.8 doctors for 10,000 people. 3.8 doctors for 10,000 people. The World Health Organization recommends 1 doctor to 600 people. Nigeria has 3.8 doctors for 10,000 people. And you think our medical sector will be okay? That the system will continue to fail. It's not about speaking in faith. It's not by saying I'm a God or the temple is the body is the temple of God. No, even in the Bible, there's when Jesus was in the world, they had physicians. Read your Bible. Even Apostle Paul said that when you have, he was telling, I think, Timothy, visit physician, then pray. In the Bible, they had physicians. It's not about faith. It's not about that. Do you know that in the last 5 years, 16,000 doctors have left Nigeria? That's brain drain. 16,000 doctors. How you want to get better? How you want better for you? When your 16,000 of your doctors don't jackpa. 16,000 don't jackpa. Where? Who remain? Share that one way they see where we are close. Share that doctor. Who give a certificate? 60. That's a lot. That's a lot. In 5 years, they see the jackpa till today. They see the jackpa. Do you know this is a statement made by Chief Chris Ngige or Dr. Chris Ngige? He's a medical doctor. He was a minister of labor when at the height of this jackpa. When they asked him, is he not bothered about doctors or medical practitioners jackparing? or leaving the country. He said, no, I'm not worried about medical brain drain that we are witnessing in Nigeria. We have surplus medical doctors, and if you have surplus, you export. So he's exporting human capital. See how he's making a jest or making a joke of the situation. When they go abroad, they earn money and they send them back home. So now doctors have become FDI, Federal Direct Investment, that they send back home. Yes, we have foreign exchange earnings from them, not just oil. Can you imagine? This is a medical doctor. What hope do we have? This is the same person that is having case with EFCC. And the same day he was granted the bail, he ran away to APC caucus meeting and he was in front. The same day, he did not even go home to drink water or to bath. He went straight for the APC caucus meeting. This is the kind of person Buhari made Labour minister. And you tell me, Buhari is not corrupt. You know, it's people around him. Look at the kind of statements they are making. Why are licenses rarely revoked in Nigeria? Why they not go seize license? And they ask una, why? Why are they not suspended? They will tell you now, God. Now let's go for medical tourism. Do you know that during Buhari's 8 years, more than $29 billion was spent for medical tourism? That is government officials going abroad when they are sick. That is over $3.6 billion a year. 3.6 billion. But we are spending $1.7 billion on budgets or for budgets. We are spending 1.6 of our budget on healthcare. But now we have 29 billion we are spending abroad. How you want it better for us? I want better for you and I. Open your eyes, shine your eyes. These people are taking us for granted. Our hospitals deserve to work. This is the reason why every Nigerian now wants to go to a private hospital. And this is the reason why the private hospitals are also taking us for granted. Because the government don't disown us. Government don't pursue us. Government know they look us. This is it. We don't have fathers and mothers. The private institutions or private hospitals that should welcome us, they treat us anyhow again. Who you won't complain to? What is the Nigerian Medical Association doing? Who gives licenses to these hospitals? Why are these cases not treated in court? You carry and go court. They will grant bail. They will drag that matter out for 20 years. This is ugly. Let's do better. I pray for Chimamanda, and this is not something to be happy. It's sad. Thank you all. Smash the like button, follow, and subscribe. Bye bye.